Hey, casual crypto investor family. It is the casual crypto investor, and I am back with another video. In this video, we have a lot of information to share. We have some big news, some big Ripple XRP news. Man, it's like all the dominoes are slowly falling, man. I cannot wait for 2025. I think 2025 is going to be an amazing year for a lot of us crypto holders. I think we will see, and some of these crypto holders are probably already seeing, life-changing money with the run that we had a couple of weeks ago, or maybe about a week or so ago. But I'm just super excited for the things that are coming. We have some great news in regards to Brad Garlinghouse. As you saw probably from the thumbnail, man, 60 minutes, unbelievable. I think that's going to be a huge, just kind of I guess, a lot of times, the quote unquote black swan event, is typically used in a negative connotation, but I also think it could also be used in a positive connotation. And so this was a black swan event, at least in the XRP space, that happened that we didn't think or even saw happening. Obviously we've seen Brad Garlinghouse do a couple of interviews on some, somewhat mainstream channels, but 60 minutes is prime time. So I'm super excited for that. So we have some content in regards to that, as well as some additional XRP information. But before we get into that, let's take a look at the overall crypto market. We're currently down right now. Market's kind of cooling off, people taking profits, all that good stuff. Not really too worried about it. Plus, when you've had like days when you had like 10 and 20%, losses, little pullbacks ain't nothing to you, right? So that's the way I kind of feel. The overall market is currently down close to 1%, but we're still sitting well above a $3 trillion, $3.2 trillion market cap right now, which is great. Bitcoin, looks like the Kramer effect has just taken, Bitcoin by storm, so to speak. Bitcoin is now trading under $95,000, but it still is up 4% on the 7-day and almost up 0.5% on the 1 hour, close to 0.5%, or a little bit above 0.25% right now on the 1 hour. Ethereum still holding tight at well over $3,400, which is great to see. XRP still holding tight in that 140-ish range, sitting at 144 right now, which is good to see. It's still holding tight. We've got this kind of support level right here in that 140 range, which is good to see. And then also too as well, Cardano fell below $1 today, and so could be potential good buying opportunity to get under $1 if you're interested in doing that. I'm kind of holding tight on what I have for this week. Most of the cryptocurrencies that I've continued to add to my bag, I did that late last week, and so I'm just kind of letting things kind of chill out a little bit, and then I'll probably look at some other buying opportunities probably end of next week. So, but yeah, overall we're still looking pretty good. Super excited about what we're holding right now, kind of staying put. So that's great to see. Quick shameless plug. Feel free to follow me on my Twitter, Casual Crypto Investor. Sometimes it's easier for me to tweet than it is for you to make a video, because things are happening so fast in the crypto space. It's hard for me to make a video every time, something happens. So sometimes, a lot of times I'll tweet stuff out, and you can do what you will with that information. So feel free to follow me on there, and I really appreciate it. All right, so let's get into it. So we have just in Bitcoin falls under 95,000, as I mentioned. The Kramer effect is taking over Bitcoin. He was saying buy Bitcoin, and now it's falling under $95,000, which is interesting to see. If you're big Bitcoin maxi, could be a buying opportunity, because now you can buy it for under 95K, which is great. All right. Then also too, as well, what I wanted to share with you, Jeremy Hogan, shout out to Jeremy Hogan, attorney extraordinaire, had some information in regards to sharing Swift versus Ripple. So he basically saw that, or tweeted that he said that I saw that the XRP ledger had a rare brief halt today. That's apparently a 99.99% uptime. I looked into the Swift settlement system, and only 90% of Swift transactions settle as intended. Is this comparing apples to apples, or are there more moving parts to RippleNet? And so looks like he has this tweet here, or this documentation here from Swift, and basically, according to the data from the Swift network, 1 in 10 trades doesn't settle as intended. That's crazy. while 1 in 20 trades settle late. Making matters worse, most of these late or failed trades are transactions involving high value fixed income securities. Wow, that's huge right there. So if that doesn't scream to build on XRP or maybe even Stellar, right? I don't know what does. So obviously changes need to be either Swift needs to integrate with Ripple and use maybe their technology, or maybe Ripple should just take over the banking those large take over those large transactions that Swift is doing. That's just my 2 cents. But let me know in the comments what you think about this. Does that kind of scream Ripple? I don't know. It does for me. All right. Then moving on to as well. This is huge news right here. So, not going to read the whole thing. I'll just read a couple of blips from it, or kind of key points from it. But basically, Ripple announces first tokenized money market fund on the XRP ledger. Guys, this is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about utility. All right. And this is what we need in order to help with the price. This is huge right now. Just imagine if multiple money market funds are built on the XRP ledger. All right. So let's kind of get into it. Ripple has announced its partnership with ARCX. I guess I'm not familiar with this organization. And which organization is this? Arbridden. I guess I'm not familiar, guys. Just sharing as I kind of get through it. But basically, they're basically going to launch a tokenized money market fund on the XRP ledger. So ARCX, I guess is how you pronounce it. ARCX will provide access to a money market fund from the UK asset manager Arbridden, okay, and in a tokenized form on the decentralized blockchain. So some details here. The fund, this is one of the first parts right here. The fund comprises part of Arbridden's 3.8 billion US dollar liquidity fund. Insane. All right. Insane right there. 3.8 billion. Just imagine if additional money market funds, and if they have success and they're able to save money by maybe moving money and saving on transaction fees, they can easily probably profit even more. Right. Moving on. One of the other things I wanted to point out was, according to a report by McKesson, the tokenized money market funds market has reached an impressive milestone with an asset under management now exceeding $1 billion. So it just, man, gosh, we just throw around billions like it's nothing, right? And then moving on, Ripple will invest $5 million in token assets with Arbitden's Lux Fund. This investment marks a significant milestone as part of a broader initiative by Ripple to channel funds into real-world assets. This is just the beginning. I think more and more organizations such as these are going to want to build and have tokenized assets on the XRP ledger. So super pumped for that. Super excited. And I think it's just a one step in the right direction in regards to tokenizing these real world assets. All right. Then, Sherry, this is huge right here, right? So Brad Garlinghouse tweeted that last week, 60 Minutes interviewed me about crypto, the push for regulatory clarity, and how the industry banded together to advocate for pro-innovation candidates through Fair Shake PAC. Full episode to be aired soon. Stay tuned for details. So most likely this will I'm going to keep an eye out. Hopefully 60 Minutes comes on Sunday. So hopefully, it'll be this coming Sunday. But one thing I want to keep an eye out for is watching the price of XRP during this particular interview, when this interview is aired. I cannot wait for that. I'm going to have my popcorn. I'm going to have my cell phone next to me, and I'm going to be watching 60 Minutes with Brad Garlinghouse, and I'm going to be checking the price of XRP during that interview. So, but this is huge. This is huge, guys. This is the mainstream news, which I'm so happy to see that we're finally getting some airtime. And I looked it up, how many the viewership of 60 Minutes. And so check it out right here. The 57th season premiere of 60 Minutes on CBS drew roughly about 10 million total viewers. So not to say that, all 10 million people are going to buy XRP or all 10 million are going to be watching this interview, but it just goes to show you that the reach that they have in regards to their audience. All right. And obviously, don't get me wrong, yeah, there's YouTubers that get way more views to this and all this kind of stuff, right? But if you're talking about wanting to get into individuals that are traditionally into traditional finance, into crypto, this is the way you do it. You slowly interview people that are in this space, right? That can shed some light and shed some information about what is crypto, how is XRP used, all the things that we probably already know about it, right? But you're sharing it with a more mainstream audience. And this mainstream audience is going to start investigating what is Ripple? What do they do? Who are they working with? I never heard of this company. I never heard of this company before, all that kind of stuff. So this is a huge opportunity. I'm super excited, and you should be too. And this is, again, like I mentioned, a step in the right direction. So let me know in the comments what you think about this. Are you excited? Are you pumped up about this? I know I am. And if you like this type of content, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next video. Take care. Bye.